You're about to step onto a cruise ship. Maybe your first, maybe your 15th. But before you do, there are 10 secrets the cruise lines will never tell you, and one of them could quietly cost you hundreds before you even sail. I've been on more than 30 cruises, and I've seen how these hidden systems separate the travelers who glide through their vacation from the ones who get trapped by onboard upsells and quiet fees. If you're finding this valuable, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're uncovering cruise secrets that'll save you serious money. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot the tricks, avoid the scams, and sail like a true insider. We'll go step by step from booking day to disembarkation, and stay with me till the end, because the last secret, it's the one cruise companies hope you'll never discover. Number 1. The port day price trick. Every cruiser loves a bargain, and cruise lines know it. That's why prices on board are never truly fixed. They're dynamic, shifting quietly from day to day based on passenger movement and onboard activity. And when the ship is at sea, prices soar. Everyone's on board, browsing, relaxed, ready to buy. But the moment the ship docks at port and half the guests step off, something interesting happens. The very same jewelry store, duty-free counter, or souvenir shop that looked premium yesterday suddenly rolls out exclusive port day offers. The truth? It's not generosity, it's inventory clearance. Shops know fewer eyes mean fewer impulse buyers, so they slash prices to move slow stock while keeping the illusion of luxury pricing intact. That half-off diamond ring? Well, it might have been full price only 24 hours earlier and still overpriced by hundreds compared to ports on land. Here's how to avoid the trap. Never buy on board during your first 2 days. Wait until the ship docks again midweek. You'll see the same items suddenly on sale. If you want something, take a photo of the tag and check it again later in the cruise. 9 times out of 10, it'll be cheaper. Not because of generosity, but because you waited out the manipulation. Experienced cruisers know this. Impulse shopping on day 1 is the fastest way to overspend. The smartest ones wait, compare, and shop only when the crowds are gone. And if you ever hear the announcement, final port day clearance today only, smile quietly, because you'll know it's just a system resetting before the next wave of buyers boards. Number 2. The early check-in illusion. Every cruise terminal has one thing in common: a long line of passengers who paid extra to skip the line. The truth? That line often moves just as slowly as the regular one. Cruise lines sell early boarding as a premium service. Priority check-in, first access to launch, be the first to explore the ship. It sounds efficient and exclusive until you realize it's mostly psychological. Here's how it works. When check-in opens, there's an initial rush. Everyone in Group A arrives early, creating a bottleneck of VIPs who all paid for priority. Meanwhile, the regular boarding group, arriving 30 to 45 minutes later, walks straight in without waiting at all. It's a timing illusion. You're not paying to board earlier, you're paying to wait earlier. Ports operate in waves, clearing groups in batches. Once the first surge passes, security lines and boarding ramps open freely. Most passengers could walk right through within an hour without paying a cent. So instead of stressing about being first, plan your arrival mid-window. Skip the crowd, stroll through security, and board just as the early group is finishing their first buffet plate. You'll get the same experience without paying for the illusion of convenience. Because on cruise ships, the real advantage isn't being early, it's being strategic. Number 3. The hidden drink package algorithm. Now here's a secret even frequent cruisers rarely notice. That drink package everyone talks about, the unlimited one that promises freedom on board, it doesn't have a fixed price. What you see online changes based on what you do. Cruise companies use adaptive pricing software that tracks your behavior on their app and website. Each time you click on the drinks package or hover over the cocktail menu, that data feeds into your pricing profile. If the system thinks you're likely to buy, it raises the price slightly to make the deal look exclusive. If it detects hesitation, like checking repeatedly without purchasing, it may lower the price by a few dollars to nudge you over the edge. You might think you caught a flash sale, but in reality, the algorithm caught you. It works just like airline seats and hotel rates, a personal pricing loop tied to your browsing pattern. So if you've ever seen the drink package fluctuate every few hours, that's not random. It's behavioral targeting, a quiet way to make you feel like you've won a deal when you're still paying more than others. Here's the insider move. Research prices once, then close the app and log out. When you're ready to book, use an incognito browser or a new device. If the price suddenly drops, you'll know you were being tracked. And the real fleet-wide discounts, those happen during seasonal promotions, typically 60 to 45 days before sailing. That's when the cruise lines push bulk sales and algorithms take a back seat. Smart cruisers wait for those windows. Everyone else ends up paying what the algorithm decides they can afford. Number 4, the temperature lock myth. You've probably tried this before. You step into your cabin, twist the temperature dial, and wait for the air to cool. A few minutes pass and nothing happens. That's not your imagination, it's the system. Most modern cruise ships have temperature controls that look personal but aren't. The settings are managed through a central system that limits the range of adjustments to save energy ship-wide. Even if your screen reads 19 degrees Celsius, the actual cabin temperature might still hover around 23 degrees. It's efficiency disguised as comfort. The good news? There's a legal workaround, and it's one the crew understands perfectly well. Every cruise line is required to provide reasonable comfort adjustments for passengers with medical or temperature sensitivities. You don't need a doctor's note or special approval. Simply visit guest services and politely explain that you have a temperature sensitivity or a health condition that requires cooler air. They'll send a technician who can unlock your thermostat's full range of adjustments. Once that's done, the cabin will finally feel like the space you paid for, not the one the ship's energy software decided was good enough. It's a small, quiet secret, but once you know it, you'll never spend another night sweating through a tropical cruise cabin wondering if you imagined the heat. Number 5, the free room upgrade trap. One of the most exciting emails you can get before your cruise is the one that starts with "Congratulations, you've been upgraded." Sounds great, right? Well, until you realize what upgrade actually means. Cruise lines often reclassify existing rooms mid-season, changing the labels, not the rooms. A deluxe ocean view might be the same square footage, the same view, and even the same deck as the standard ocean view you originally booked. The only difference is the name and the price they charge the next person. By calling it an upgrade, they make you feel rewarded, even if you've simply been moved sideways. And sometimes the new location is worse. Under the pool deck, near the nightclub, or beside a service hallway where crew cars roll past all night. Always check your new cabin number before you accept the change. Open the deck plan on the cruise line's website or app. If the number is lower or closer to the front of the ship, you've probably been moved into a noisier or less stable area. In doubt, call and ask to keep your original room. They'll usually allow it, even if they frame it as a downgrade. In reality, you're keeping what you paid for: peace, quiet, and location control.
Number 6, the loyalty discount barrage. You've earned your stripes, maybe silver, gold, or even platinum status. You open the app, see that exclusive member rate, and feel that small rush of pride. It feels like you're getting a reward. But here's what most passengers never realize. The discount you see might be built on a price that was quietly increased before it was shown to you. Cruise lines often use what's called dynamic loyalty pricing. Before promotions go live, they adjust the base rate higher for logged-in members. Then, when you apply your 10 or 20% discount, the total price lands close or even higher than the public rate available a few days earlier. You think you've been rewarded. In reality, you've been segmented, placed into a pricing group that spends more predictably. It gets trickier. Once you use your loyalty discount, you're often locked out of future flash sales for that sailing. The system flags your booking as completed under promotion, making you ineligible for better deals later. To check if this is happening, compare prices in a private browser before you log in. If the base fare changes once you log into your loyalty account, that's your red flag. Real loyalty doesn't require manipulation. It's supposed to make you feel valued, not quietly adjusted by a pricing algorithm. So treat loyalty discounts as optional tools, not automatic wins. Sometimes the smartest move is sailing unregistered and saving more. Number 7, the casino credit cycle. Every casino on board a cruise ship runs on psychology, not luck. It's not designed to make you win, it's designed to make you stay. It begins with the offer: play $100, get $25 free. Now that sounds generous, but the casino system already knows your average spend based on your onboard account history and loyalty ID. Once you start playing, every move is tracked. The slot machines log your play rate, how long you stay seated, and how much you reinvest your winnings. If you leave with a profit, the system marks you as a low retention player. you'll get fewer offers next time. If you lose steadily but keep returning, you're tagged as a sustained engagement guest. That's when the exclusive free play emails start rolling in. The math is simple. They give you $100 in free play because your average loss rate is $180. It's not generosity, it's investment. Casinos on board ships don't operate like Vegas floors. They're part of the ship's entertainment ecosystem, a closed system where every chip and spin feeds data back into the marketing network. To play smart, treat free play as what it really is, a loyalty loop. If you enjoy the atmosphere, fine. Set a fixed amount, play it once, and walk away. But never chase the free credit offers, because the system isn't rewarding you, it's reactivating you. Number 8. The Wi-Fi data harvest. You connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. You check your messages, scroll through social media, maybe even shop online. It feels harmless, but behind that smooth signal, there's something most passengers never notice. Cruise Wi-Fi isn't just a connection, it's a data tracker. Every app you open, every page you load, and how long you stay on it is quietly logged. Not to spy on your private life, but to build a spending profile. If you spend time on jewelry websites, expect to see onboard exclusive gem events. If you browse spa treatments, expect a personalized invitation slipped under your door. That's not coincidence. It's targeted marketing using ship-based analytics. On land, this kind of tracking is heavily regulated. At sea, it operates in a legal gray zone because the ship's servers aren't bound by a single country's privacy laws. The cruise company can use that data to promote, upsell, or even adjust offers in real time. To minimize it, always connect through a VPN before you log into the ship's Wi-Fi. Avoid signing into loyalty apps or shopping platforms until you're on a private network again. And if you receive a personalized invitation on board, now you'll know where it came from. Number 9. The safety briefing recording. Every cruise begins with a safety briefing, the mandatory muster drill. You scan your card, watch the video, and go back to enjoying the ship. But what many passengers don't realize is that the process doesn't end there. The attendance scan does more than confirm compliance. It flags non-participants, late arrivals, or those who ignore repeated reminders. And those data points feed directly into the ship's internal security watch list. Guests who skip or delay their muster drill are often categorized as unresponsive travelers, which means they may receive extra scrutiny during the voyage. Security cameras positioned at boarding points and bar areas cross-reference movement data to ensure those flagged guests are following onboard rules. It's not meant to intimidate, it's meant to manage liability. Cruise lines face fines if passengers fail to comply with safety procedures, so the tracking ensures accountability. Still, it's another layer of quiet observation most guests never suspect. If you want to stay invisible to that system, do one simple thing. Complete your muster drill early. It resets your profile to cleared status and removes you from internal alerts. After that, your cruise experience will feel exactly as it should, smooth and stress-free. Number 10. The disembarkation bill delay. You wake up on the last morning, grab breakfast, and line up to disembark. Your cruise card balance looks normal, no surprises. But a week later, your bank statement tells a different story. That's because your final bill isn't always processed before you leave the ship. In many cases, the onboard accounting system closes hours or even days after disembarkation. During that window, pending adjustments can be added automatically. These might include minibar restocks, towel replacement fees, unreturned rental equipment, and disputed bar tabs. And because the charge is processed post-cruise, most guests never contest it. The industry counts on that. They know you're back on land, unpacking, already moving on, and that few people read through the digital statements that arrive later. Here's how to stop it. On your final night, go to guest services before the lines form, request a printed itemized statement, and confirm every charge before midnight. If anything looks off, dispute it immediately while the ship's transaction log is still open. The staff may tell you it'll adjust automatically. It rarely does. Get it corrected in person and request a signed confirmation. By doing that, you close your account before it reopens in the system's background.
It's a simple move that protects you from the most overlooked scam in cruising, the invisible disembarkation charge. It's not about paranoia, it's about awareness. Cruising should feel like escape, not a negotiation. And when you understand how the systems behind the smiles work, you travel differently, calmly, confident, in control. Because the truth is, these secrets aren't meant to ruin your vacation. They're meant to help you reclaim it. You've seen how cruise lines design every detail, from pricing to perks to keep control. But once you understand how it all works, that control shifts back to you. Because smart travel isn't about luck, it's about awareness. If this helped you see cruising differently, stay with this channel. We're just getting started. Before your next sailing, make sure you're prepared with the right knowledge and strategies. And when you're ready to keep learning, click the video on your screen. Travel calm, travel confident. Your voyage is just beginning.